Hello, this is Carnage Panda, and we've returned with more Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster. In the last episode, I complained about how I had to play this game to make it not devastating to my health. And, you know, I'm still a little upset about it. Did we kill these guys? Yeah, Maria will eventually do it. I just wanted to complain a little more. I'm going to go into what the black and white magic spells I'm going to learn in this playthrough. I'm going to go over that in the next 2 episodes, I guess, but I just wanted to make a further point. I don't think that your evasion should go over like 70%. Like, maybe it could, but it should be like really, really hard to get it over there. Because as I have it is now, just there's only a 1% chance that the enemy's going to hit me, and I think if you have it like around 70, you know, 65 to 70, it's kind of like, and if you watch MMA, the numbers show that about 1/3 of attacks that they launch actually connect. So for the most part, I guess we got under the 1% there because he's poisoned now. For the most part, most of the attacks are just missing. They're hitting nothing but air. And I remember this one fight I was watching. I don't watch MMA anymore because it's boring to me. Is that one of the fighters was Chuck Liddell, and another, I don't remember who the other one was, but they were just sizing each other up, and then all of a sudden they got in, and fists were flying. You know, there was fists all over the place, and the crowd is going wild. You know, this is what they wanted to see. But like every single one of the punches that they threw missed, and when they finally broke off, you know, they were dodging and ducking and everything. They finally broke off. They didn't have any battle damage from it. This isn't working out. I'm gonna have Guy burninate these black flawns. Point I want to make with that, though, is that the audience is kind of dumb. They don't know what they're doing, and they don't know what they're cheering for. Like they wanted to see fists flying, and you know, I guess it was a master class in evasion, but what they wanted to see was somebody getting hit with a punch. Because if you're not very well adapted to it, the crowd does not like ground fighting. They don't like grappling at all. They find it boring, which is a shame because a lot of the best fights I have watched have been ground fights, and it's one of the reasons that I don't watch MMA anymore, is that it's largely disappeared from the fights. It's mostly striking now, because most of the fighters just learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and the BJJ philosophy is, well, the fight will probably end up on the ground, so what they do is they don't really practice their takedowns a lot, and the most popular takedown, the double leg takedown, is what they actually practice, and so everybody has the defense to that, you know, and so they're not able to really take each other down, which has led to more stand-up fighting, which I guess is good for business because that's what the audience members want to see. But it does make for boring. You don't really see suplexes or anything anymore. Which anybody that gets hit by a suplex is pretty much done. You don't recover from that. You don't see slams. You don't see a lot of leg sweeps or things like that. It's just like these guys have the double leg takedown, narrow-minded. Maybe it'll end up on the ground. The only reason it ever ends up on the ground these days is mostly because some dude lost their balance and tripped and fell, and the other guy pursued him there for whatever reason. And I can't get into that. You know, I want to see like triangle chokes and rear naked chokes, which, you know, the rear naked choke is the biggest submission hold anyway, but as far as stand-up fighting, about 70% evasion, I'm okay with that. You know, there needs to be a chance that you're going to be hit, unlike in here where, you know, these guys are going to ambush us and they're just going to whiff the air. Maria's going to bring out her shield, Layla's going to bring out, he's going to do the splits, but I'm not actually in any threat here. And it's unfortunate that I have to play the game this way because I don't want to get splattered by an instant death attack, or my whole party wiped because of petrification, or stun locked with paralyzed, stun locked with sleep. It's just neither option to me is very fun. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna stop complaining and just move on to what spells I'm gonna pick up. Oh, you got a aura up to level 5. All right, good deal. You swap on me. I guess I better heal that. Got so much HP, it doesn't matter though. Okay, couple doors. How do I get to that chest up in the upper corner? Is there gonna be a bunch of, That's curious. Anyway, I guess I'll go over white magic first. The 16 spells I'm gonna pick up for white magic. Well, first one is barrier, and this one's obvious because most of the status resisting equipment is locked in the final dungeon. Unfortunately, your ribbons and your protect rings. The only thing we really have right now are shields. Monsters! And how barrier works is the more you level it up, the more elements you can resist. And I'm not sure if I got this correct because they changed the elemental types. But at level 1, it's either change or spectral. Level 2, it's fire. Level 3, it's psychic. How do I feel about this? Close at level 5. Yeah, we can get this to level 6. Some blizzard going. And at level 4, you get protection from lightning. Level 5, you get protection from death. 6 poison, 7 spectral, or change, whichever one is going to come up there. And level 8, you get ice. Now, the way the spell works is it does multiple hits like every other spell. And depending on how many hits you get when the spell is cast, is how many elements you're going to be protected from. Now, I think this is a great spell, but unfortunately, it only works against spell casting. It's not going to work against those elemental attacks that the enemies launch because those are non-elemental. And we got an ogre killer out of that chest. Regardless, you know, if you got like instant death protection or... we are gonna need Blink in this one. Let's cast our Blink 182 spell. I don't have that spell yet. I could buy more elixirs. Let's just get his MP back up. And... not sure if I can, I need 5 evasion multipliers to be safe from these guys. I don't feel like getting paralyzed and stun locked by these assholes. Next spell is Bossina. This one's obvious. It heals all the in-battle status ailments. Now let's just go back to slow. And burninate these assholes. So it'll cure Venom, Sleep, Silence, Mini Paralysis, and Confuse. You gotta level it up. You get a new status effect with each level, up to level 6 it looks like. And that's basically all I have to say about Bossina. I feel like it's necessary. It's not really that necessary since I'm gonna evade everything now, but in a normal casual playthrough where your magic evasion was checking status effects, good spell. Next one is Blink. Blink, obvious S tier buff for your allies. What this spell does is it doesn't actually increase your evasion percentage, it increases the evasion multiplier, so you're able to evade more attacks. Probably the best buff you could get in the game for best defensive buff, that is, just because of what it does for you. We got some ethers there. How many ethers do I have? 16. 3. Yeah, that should be good. And then next we've got Cure. This one's a no-brainer. It's the only healing spell in the game. Kinda need it to survive. You know, I'm not gonna fear this one Malboro. 4 Malboros. Yeah, that's scary, but But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up Blink. Blink Cure. You have to pick up Cure. It's the only curing spell in the game. It's probably the only or at least the easiest spell to get up to level 16 if that's going to be your thing. I know there's an achievement if that's your thing for getting a spell, just one spell up to level 16. So it's probably going to be Cure, easiest spell. Go for it. Next one, Dispel. This one doesn't remove positive status effects from enemies in this game. From what I understand is that when you cast it on an enemy, the effect it has is that it lowers their magic evasion multipliers by the level of the spell, so it can make it easier for you to cast debuffs on them. Oh, they got through my magic evasion. My magic evasion is not quite as high as my evasion, so they will just have to burninate in the fires of hell. And that's just going to make it easier, because, you know, if you want to apply Curse and they've got a really high magic evasion and magic evasion let's say they have like 99% magic evasion. That's clearly not something that you want to deal with, because you cast your spell, it's most likely going to fail. You've only got a 1% chance, but since the way this game works with the evasion and the magic evasion is that, you know, if you get multiple hits, what you can do to get around that is have a, say, curse spell that has more hits than they have magic evasion multipliers. The hits beyond the magic evasion multipliers they have are automatically gonna succeed. So that's why I'm picking that up. Next one is gonna be Esna. This one's another no-brainer. Unlike Bosna, this one cures the permanent status effects. Curiously, in this version, it doesn't do anything at level 1, so you're gonna pick it up and it's gonna be useless at first, but at level 2, it'll start curing poison, then darkness, then curse. You're gonna need something to cure curse. I don't think I've encountered any enemies that have cast this on me or had an attack that's got it attached, but curse lowers your attack, your magic attack, and your defense, so that's a nasty status effect. Then you got Amnesia. That's permanent silence, so you won't be able to cast magic if you've got Amnesia. Then Toad. I think it's kind of curious that Minnie is a non-permanent, but Toad is permanent. And then finally Petrify. Then I'm going to pick up Holy. It's pretty much the first actual damage spell I'm going to get for my White Mage build for Furion, so it's like absolutely necessary. Unfortunately, I don't think any enemies drop it. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I don't think any enemies drop it until you get it to Mysidia, so you have to wait till Mysidia to get a damage spell. I mean, he does get a damage spell, but it doesn't damage HP, so you have to rely on whatever melee weapon you have attached to your White Mage to do damage. Holy is non-elemental, so this will actually work on those idiotic soul enemies that absorb every element. So good spell all around. Next one is Life. I think you could buy Phoenix Downs in the original, but Life is more efficient because you're not wasting money on it, and just brings guys back to life. You don't have to visit the... This spell is in the original game too, so you don't have to drag a guy all the way back to the cathedral, the church, or whatever to get them back to life. Let's just check the walls to see if I can slip through here. Nope, didn't get anything there. I want to get this treasure chest, damn it. The next one's Midi. I'm just picking this one up for hilarity's sake. It's an instant death spell. I don't really want to abuse it because it's going to take all the challenge out of the game, but can I slip through here anywhere? I've got to be able to slip through there somehow. I just want to see these enemies be turned into little people from time to time and scurry off. It's a battlefield removal spell. It's unfortunately very powerful in this version, so... Well, Final Fantasy II. Ah, there we go. An ice bow. We all know how I feel about bows. Did I go through the upper one, or... I guess I'll figure it out on my way back. Next one is going to be Protect. In the original version, this spell is actually bugged and only adds defense value to the caster. But I'm picking up Protect because it raises your defense, and that would be good. I'm not sure if it's as good as Blink, because Blink obviously is overpowered in this game because you could raise your evasion to 99% and never be hit by anything, but I think in a casual playthrough where you're not grinding up evasion multipliers to cheese around the fact that these enemies have some overpowered effects in some cases, that Protect would come in handy. Not as good. Not as good as Blink, though. We don't want to go this way. And then next is Sap. So I'm actually dropping a spell that I wanted to get. It was Fog. I kind of debated. Fog causes the Amnesia status. There's also another spell called Silence, which causes the Silence status. Silence is only lasts during the battle, and Amnesia is permanent. But Sap, on the other hand, does non-elemental damage to the target's MP. So I kind of debated this, and I was like, you know what? Sap is probably the best option, and I won't have to pick up the other two, because why bother, trying to inflict the Amnesia on them? Which, I wouldn't pick up Silence because you could get Fog. I guess the only reason you would pick up Silence is to gap that bridge between getting Silence and Fog, but you can actually get Sap really early in the game. It's slow leveled up there. So, just drain their MP, do damage to their MP, and take that out. And they won't be able to cast spells, and they'll just waste time trying to cast spells. Okay, I guess we'll work on Swap. So yeah, that's why I picked up Sap. Seems like the best option out of all three of those spells. Next is Shell, and unfortunately I don't think this is as good as in the original game, because you could use this to get around those non-elemental status effects since it checks your magic evasion. I guess like at certain points you might have higher magic evasion than evasion, so you might want to cast a Shell. I mean, it's good all around, because if somebody's casting a spell and you don't have... Oh, that sucks. That Swap spell was not beneficial. Swap is going to be a pain in the ass to level up. Anyway. Yeah, so if they're just heavy spellcasters, you could either drain their MP with Sap, or if that's not working, put up Shell to get more magic evasion multipliers, so you can have a better chance to... let's just single target Swap. You know what? Let's go for weapon multipliers on him. So yeah, I'd pick up Shell. That pretty much brings out your trifecta of white magic buffs between Blink, Protect, and Shell. And then I'm also going to pick up Slow. I dropped Fog earlier. I did this off screen. I dropped Fog and I picked up Slow. So what Slow does is it lowers, I guess if you want to get technical, lowers their accuracy. Not really accuracy, it's just the number of attacks that they're getting. But if you look on the status screen, it's under accuracy. It has 10 times 99%. I attack 10 times. It's just going to lower the left number 10 from whatever the level of the spell is. So I could, I don't know, what's my slow at? Level 6. It will drop them by 6 attacks. Pretty effective, actually. So if they're getting like a lot of attacks, that could be a way to lower their damage. Unfortunately, in this version, that's not going to really matter, because I'm going to have enough evasion multipliers and evasion that they're not even going to hit me in the first place. So maybe Slow not that useful. If they ever fix this bug, and I don't know if there's going to be some kind of mod that comes out that makes it so that your evasion is not going to skyrocket to 99% immediately, Slow will be a better spell. But I think it's, yeah, I would pick the spell up in that kind of playthrough. It's definitely a good idea. Next one is going to be Swap, which is the spell I'm using right now. It's an interesting spell. It'll be better later in the game when I'm actually fighting enemies that have 200 plus MP, and this is the reason I picked it up, is because the ethers in this game are terrible. They only restore 20 MP. And Furion got paralyzed because he didn't... Oh, he doesn't have enough multipliers to evade the attack. That's what happened. Yeah, that... Marlboros have 5 attacks. He only has 4 evasion multipliers. That last hit is going to automatically hit and do damage. And unfortunately, it's also going to paralyze him. And it did go up. I think you have to not get paralyzed as shit. Yeah, only 20 MP, but later in the game, I did make a list of enemies that have a 100 or more MP, but grinding it up so that it's actually useful in battle, definitely not going to use it on these guys since they're undead. It'll be what I'm going to be using for my white mage to get his MP back, because I'm not actually raising his intellect. There's another spell that's black magic that also restores MP from an enemy. And it's actually a superior spell because Swap is either psychic or matter elemental or whatever it's called in this version. So enemies can resist it. The other spell has no element. Yeah, I'll be using that to restore MP just because the items in this game are terrible at restoring MP. I bet all 3 of those are empty rooms. How many treasures are left? 19! Holy shit! I can't be amiss to all these items, can I? Actually, brain is one of them, isn't it? Yeah, brain. Let's swap with a brain. It's obviously going to damage my HP. This would be better in a playthrough where I didn't have aggressive HP growth and was only around 1,000 HP at this point in the game. Okay. So I think from the this guy... Oh, it didn't even attack him. Maybe he's got resistance to the element of the swap spell. There, you see again, the Marlboro got him. So let's just attack. Fire 7 takes out the... Oh, he's not weak against fire? I thought being the plant he would. Wow, they have stout defense too. Who'd have thunk it? I'll just move on to the next spell. Teleport. This one's obvious. This gets you out of a dungeon completely. And in battle, it's battlefield removal. No, thank you. Just completely removes him. I used it on one of the bosses earlier. Boss, I say. It's just a normal enemy that, like, 4 of them showed up and apparently counted as a boss. But used it and it successfully removed one of them. But the primary use is getting out of dungeons. Now, it does cause damage to your HP when you do it, but I have read that leveling it up reduces the HP drain. So I'll be trying to level it up. You don't have anything. I unfortunately don't have his non-elemental, I guess, attack. And then the last spell, which I haven't gotten to yet. Oh, that heals them? Well, at least it didn't take my MP away. The last spell is going to be Ultima, which we're on a quest to find right now. Talk more about Ultima when I get to it. Okay, this is not gonna do it. I'm gonna have to burninate them or something. You know what? Let's cast Holy. Holy and Thunder or something. Alright, this should do it. Punching works too. Oh, I like the new spell animation. Thunder 6. Wow, 1300. Spell's overpowered much, right? There better be a lot of treasures in these rooms. I about these parasites? Are they on the list? Yeah, they are. Apparently they have 100 or more MP, so let's swap with them. Are they weak to poison? I'll have to look up their weakness. Oh, they might have resistance to Swap's element. That sucks. Let's just keep doing it. Or they just have high magic evasion, or oh, don't swap with him. He has 0. Well, they have 750 HP. Oh, you know what? I just gave him thousands of HP. But he can't have more than 750? That's weird. Swap leveled up. Oh, maybe it's low level. Ah, that's why. It's either low level or they have resistance. A potion. Let's keep trying to swap with them. If I can get like 100 MP back on Firen, it will be good. Now let's try Scourge again. Oh, we swapped, alright. Why is it giving him 0 MP? Did they change this in this version? I'm gonna have to look at the bestiary. Unless they changed it to not drain MP this anymore. You know what? Let's go with some Berserk. And then let's go with some Aura. Had enough of these guys. Okay, let's get some Aura down. Look at that damage. It just goes way up with Berserk. Gonna go up more with Aura. He's like, no, I'm not dealing with that. Should have done more damage. Alright. These rooms better have a lot of treasure. No, it was an empty room. Dicks. Like, oh, we're a construction contracting company, and we've got this great idea for a new building. You know, we're just gonna put all these extra rooms in there that you're never gonna use. So when these guys just go in there, they're gonna be like, oh, I want to get all this loot, but there's just gonna be an empty room there. This is a great idea. Put all your money down right now. Fucking construction company that does that. Or there's monsters that move in and they're like, oh, you know what we should do? We should remodel this place. Put a bunch of empty rooms over here and here and here. And when these guys come in looking for the promise of loot, they're not gonna find anything. Alright, we found some loot. Phoenix down. Bell of Silence, whatever that does. Gold Needle. I guess it might cast the bell spell. Poor Firen. Crippled by his own use of the swap spell. Now I'm gonna have to double check these bestiary entries with this game because they might have changed it. Another empty room. That means there might be more to this cave to Mysidia than I think. Thought I was getting close to the end. Alright, let's go with this. I'm not gonna throw any more ethers on Furion. Screw that guy. Let's not waste our high potions. I'm dumb with the auto battle sometimes. So we've got 10 out of 19 chests. Which means the crystal rod, I think, is what we're looking for, is inside of a chest. Because it's not dictated as an item. Come on, smite these fools. Alright, we got them. Monk Maria has come back. Man. Seems like I'm gonna be, like, in this cave for a long time. Like, this is the second episode, and I'm probably gonna go on a third episode. I'm gonna check this next floor. Hopefully I just walk... What the f... Holy shit! Oh man, that scared the shit out of me. Did I just find a shortcut that I wasn't looking for? Well, obviously I did, but... Wow. Hi, Marlboro. These guys will come back to plague us in every other Final Fantasy game. But they first came in here. Oh, shit. Okay, I don't know why I backtracked here. I don't know where I'm going, all of a sudden. Yeah, beat them up, Furion. Take that Marlboro down. Okay, we got this. I think I'll try to play through this game at another point when there's a rebalancing mod out that doesn't make this so easy and doesn't have that egregious status effect bug in it. Try not to play completely overpowered. Because when you go double back like that and waste your time, you know, you're just gonna get more HP for no reason at all. Like three times the HP I need at this point in the game. These guys aren't that big of a threat to me. Harm myself mostly through using the use of swap. These wraiths just were not powerful enough. Okay, let's get down here. Yet another random battle. Oh, I can't use Holy. Darn it. Let's just toad them then. 6 hits of toe should be good. Alright, we got 2 of them. Alright. And... Okay. Alright, that's where the rest of the loot is. 6 treasure chests. Oh, there's 3 more after this set. I'm just going to end the episode here, so leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below. Everybody have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.